Hello there, everyone. Just getting set up to stream some enchanting. That'll probably be good. This is usually the part where I should mute my mic so you don't have to listen to me typing links. But it's all part of the ambiance. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Well, one thing we got is a very important beverage. The beverage situation. Can't be overlooked. Tonight's pre-stream pour of choice is a humble Coke Light. Or as they call it in the United States of America, Diet Coke. There's not even any vanilla in this one. So my new favorite carbonated beverage of choice is Vanilla Coke Zero Sugar, I think it's called. It's basically Coke Zero, Vanilla Coke Zero. I love vanilla Coke. And there's something like Coke Zero is like a weird taste. But when you mix it with vanilla, I don't know, there's something about it. The weirdness adds to weirdness. Creates something truly remarkable. The Transcender of soda beverages. Alright, I think that's probably enough yakking. Oh well. Yep. So I'm going to be, let's go take a look at my Transcender. I did just put out my video how I'm building Transcender earlier today, but it was probably kind of lost in all the kerfuffle about playoffs starting. I think initially what I'm going to try to do is roll him with Thorns. Because I'm going to be playing a slower box. I'm going to be trying to transition to a more, like a better tank push box than the one I just slapped together this season. So with a bit slower play, I don't feel like I maybe need Breeze on him. But I'm still going to leave it up in the air whether I'll switch over to it if this doesn't work out. Transcender's stats aren't super great, so I think my goal with this set is going to be just to try to get as many hit points, as much int as possible, and then have him just deal some retaliation damage and make himself useful. Then he can use his hit point swap on another enemy who's full. OMG, it's KFC. Use all 278 packs. Hopefully I don't need to, but actually I don't have enough gold to be able to make use of all 278, so thankfully I'm not going to have to do that. Let's just start with 8 packs. Oh, I'm definitely going to need to use more than 8 packs, but it's such a nice round number. Yes, Transcender will hopefully be, if not a master baiter, at least a half-decent baiter. Alright, so first things first, let's see what do we got. This is just some gear that I grabbed from other characters. Gonna go with the old Queen's Scepter. There's trash for int and no hit points on this right now. 4% int, 8% hit points. Absolutely nothing on this Tenyos. Kazgao is reviewing my match. Kazgao. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's not much to see there, unfortunately. I feel like I had Game 3 in a pretty decent position, and then I blew it with that epic Sherry misplay. I'm drinking Diet Coke not to have to think about it. And my drop near has no int and just a little bit of hit points. So I think we'll start with this Tenyo, since it literally has nothing. And we'll just chuck some Thorns and Chants at it until we see something half decent. What is half decent, anyway? For a headpiece? Probably like, well, I mean, that's a start. 3% int and more than 10%. That's a start. I'd like to have 5% int and like 10% or more on hit points. So yeah, I don't need to roll that yet. I'll come back to that. Definitely need to do some rolls on this drop near. Uh, 7% int. It's something. I'm gonna keep rolling it anyway. I guess I better choose a scroll. So for my accessory, I'd like to have 7% int. I don't think crit matters, but I guess it's better than 50 hit points. I'm gonna keep rolling it. For an accessory. Let's go accessory. Yeah, we definitely need HP. Especially for a masturbator. Thorns, reflective Thorns Giz. Like 7% HP, but with no int. I'd rather just keep rolling, to be honest. It's not like I don't have gold. Certainly for the accessory, I want at least, like, 5% in each. This is like the most fun mode in the game. See, if this was hit points, I would have moved on from this roll and started rolling something else. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'm gonna go buy more scrolls. So it's clear that I'm not buying enough scrolls. Let's see. Let's go... Did you know you could type that in there? I just learned that. Been playing for like 3 years and I just discovered that. Oh man, my scroll stash. I'm already starting to feel nervous about my scroll stash. I'm down to 250 packs. Okay, let's keep going on this drop near. It feels so weird to be rolling a shitload of scrolls on a drop near of all things. A couple more rolls on this, and I'm going to go and take a look at the weapon, because the weapon definitely needs some help as well. If I pause on what looks like a totally trashy roll, it's not because I'm strongly considering it. It's just because I'm reading the chat. So this is 9% less crit for 14 more int. I'm going to take it. The magic defense is also, I mean, it's not useful, but it's better than attack. Alright, I'm starting to get tired of Dropnir, so I might have to come back to it. Regnar, subscribed again, thank you. Enchant shenanigans. Well, we're not really into shenanigans yet, we're just, this is not even suffering yet. Not getting much in the way of HP rolls. Well, okay, so here's a 6 plus 5. So this is like losing like 3%, 3 or 4% int to get 5% hit points. I think I keep that for now, and I'll come back. I'll roll this if I have money left later. So we've got 6% plus 5 here, we've got 3% plus 11 here, we've got 4% plus 8 here. So let's chuck some scrolls at the weapon. Do I have any cheap ones? Oh, I have a whole bunch of SR scrolls. Are we just going to pound some SR scrolls at this until we see 15% int? Is that the plan? Just going to try to get 15% int. So Qtaru, knowing Qtaru, he's going to be predicting a 15% attack roll here soon. 15% attack. Oh, Q wants 5% magic defense. That's even better. Quaker, you can check out my How I'm Building Transcender video if you want me to actually give the whole spiel, but for this character, there's a handful of enchants that I think are viable. Ooh, 14% attack, that's close. Like, Breeze is a really common one. More useful for rush boxes. One thing is, his int is really low. So I was thinking initially maybe Full Moon, just to juice up his offensive stats as much as possible. Some people I've talked to are thinking about using Clock, but honestly, you're really only going to be clocking one of your skills, so it feels kind of wasteful to me to enchant specifically for one skill. 5% int, but lots of hit points. So anyway, the rationale with Thorns is at least I can make him, or try to make him as bulky as possible so that he can do some reflective damage and at least contribute to the team that way. If I'm going to be using him in a slower tank push team, then he's going to be together with his team anyway. So if he puts some damage on one enemy, presumably there's going to be other enemies nearby that he can swap hit points with. So it doesn't really matter as much if he super injures one enemy with reflection. I'm going to keep this just because there's lots of hit points on it. His int is just going to be so bad. So bear in mind, he's not 6 stars yet. I also haven't rolled his class enchants yet, so why don't we do that right now? So we'll get a better idea of what his stats actually look like. I'm just going to take the first roll on all of these as a base level. And I guess I'll go defense. I don't think I really have a reason to go skill. Well, certainly not on these slots. We're having some really great luck here. Well, that one was not too bad. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. All right. Good helm rolls. Give me that int. might need to buy some of these stones, too. Once I get a decent level of enchanting, I'm going to switch him to his demon class and roll stones there, too. I'm going to do that last, though, just because I want to make sure I have enough gold to do the... Oh, there we go! A 10! The first max roll, and it's on his accessory defense. Awesome. That's exactly when and where we want a max roll. Alright, let's get some int. These are just aggressively mediocre rolls. Aggressively mediocre. Actually, if I'm reflecting, maybe I want to take critical hits. Wow. Okay, well, it's a starting point. Alright, let's go back to gear for a bit. So, what do I want to reroll first? I'm still not super happy with that drop near. But the weapon obviously could use way more int. What do you think, chat? My playoff? I lost, but I was expecting to lose, so at least I get top 256 rewards this time. It was my first time ever in playoffs, and to be honest, I'm pretty proud of myself for getting there. So that's how I'm going to look at it. I definitely had a chance to win, but I just didn't execute. Alright, we basically want to improve the int and hit points on this. There's an improvement. One of each. 1% up for both. Alright, let's go back to the weapon since we actually improved something. What do his stats look like right now? Oh man, he's so bad. He's so bad, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hey, Soda, welcome to the stream. Enchanting weapons is also boring. Oh, that was a max HP roll that I accidentally clicked over, but it had no int, so I don't feel bad about it. This is better. Using SR scrolls to try to improve on 5% int and 9% HP is going to be a tall order, so I may actually switch to SSR scrolls for this. I mean, it's not like I'm hurting for scrolls, right? The reason why we do SR rolls is mainly budgetary, so let's break out the big guns. Alright, 10 and 6. I'm gonna go for it, but I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna keep rolling it. I'm gonna keep rolling it because I want more than 10% int. 1% int is not worth losing 2% HP. We're really starting to min-max here. But with SSR scrolls, I should be able to get 15% int plus decent HP. Theoretically. Theoretically. Man, my trigger finger's spazzing out on me. I better be careful not to accidentally reroll something actually keepable. That's going to be the tension and the drama of this stream, is Accidentally re-rolling something OP. There was that 5% MDEF roll for Qtaru. The one he was waiting for. Alright, I just want to see more than 10% int. That's actually... Well, that works out to be like 15%. 15%, but with no hit points. I don't know. To be honest, his int is kind of a write-off anyway, and hit points is the whole point of this build, so I feel like I keep rolling. We want hit points. We want hit points, Leumas. Besides, if I want to settle for 15% int, I can settle for a natural 15%. I don't need to settle for a... like a 10 plus flat int. I don't need to settle for that. If I'm gonna settle for int, let's at least make it a natural 15%. Alright, we're going back to the scroll shop, everyone. I'm down like 4 million gold so far, so we still have tons of rolling left to do. I'm not actually going to the shop. Alright, let's just go all out and use 50 here. Let's see if we have better luck if we show the game we're committed. Alright, what do we think? Do I move on to trying to improve one of these? It's going to be hard to get more than 11% with higher int, but I can definitely improve the int there. I can definitely improve the hit points on this. It's not uncommon to get more than 10% hit points. Let's just throw a couple at the robe. Let's just throw a couple at the robe and see what happens. So what we're looking for here is more than 10% hit points, hopefully with like 3 to 4% int or more. We want hit points. Not flat. Okay, so that's 10 hit points, but with no int whatsoever. The rolls aren't looking great so far tonight. They're not looking great. Max int, absolutely no hit points. Useless. All my money. All my scrolls. Well, I wasn't really gloating about my scroll stash. It was more other people threatening to lynch me over it. Well, that's 3 more hit points for the cost of 1 int. That's probably keepable for now. If you encounter Moo, take my advice, retreat immediately. Moo, huh? That sounds terrifying. How did I get that many scrolls? Just basically by playing for 3 years and never really using them. Alright, how are we doing? We're starting to look a little better on hit points. So we got, actually, these rolls are very similar. 3 and 11 with some crap attack as the third roll. 7% and 6. On the drop near, that can definitely be improved. This, I feel, can be improved the most now, because we definitely know we want closer to max int than that. So let's keep going on this Queen's Scepter. Let's keep going, see what we can get. I want 15% int, 10% hit points. As a max flat attack roll. Oh, this is the cost of 1% hit points for basically 4% more int. I think we take this and then keep re-rolling on it. Yes, it is the weapon he deserves. I wonder how the game knows that you're rolling for an int weapon. Because I could be rolling this equipped on... Well, I guess... Yeah, this is an int weapon at all times. It would surprise me if Zlong bothered to put that much effort into screwing us over. Meditation Ring or Bracers can nullify this Giz completely. Really? How's that? He doesn't do any fixed damage. Speaking of fixed, I'm starting to get a little fixated on this weapon. I think I'm going to move on to something else in a couple more rolls. Or I risk zoning out and just re-rolling over stuff. Alright, we're down to only 20 million. Staff is still not looking great. Int is still not looking great. Let's go work on the drop near a little bit more. We're going to be kind of splitting hairs about the gear that we choose to roll on now. Because it's all stuff that's going to be tricky to get improved rolls on. So we're looking for 7% int or more. Ah, see? That's close. It's just 1% hit points worse than my current roll. One percent int worse. If that magic defense there had been hit points, I would have kept that. Basically just hunting god rolls. Yeah, it's hard to improve. Like, this is lots of hit points with no int whatsoever. That's tough. It's a balancing act. I suppose what I could be doing too is rolling these on another drop near. There's no reason to keep trying to re-roll over this one for when I get to kind of split hairs situations. Yeah, this is OP for meme Bozel and Listel. I don't want to run them as memes. I think to reduce that temptation, I'm going to roll over this. I'm going to roll over it. I'm going to roll over it. This is getting closer to tolerable. Losing 4% int for 3% hit points and then a semi-usable third stat. This one's more tolerable. What do you think about this one, Leumas? Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, I am going to... Gear's getting boring. Let's just take a short break. Actually, yeah, we could improve these. We could improve these for sure. We could improve these. Let's improve these. That way we can at least see some numbers go up. So we're down 41 here, like 60-something there. 60-something there as well. 63. Okay. We're kind of down 4 int across the board. Let's get some max rolls, though. Where's all my max rolls? Aren't you supposed to be able to get max stats? Where's my max rolls? It is possible to get 5 out of 5 with these SR stones. What is that, like 10 threes in a row? What's happening here? Oh, I should have taken that 4. I just thought they were going to be 3s for eternity. Okay, we're all out of int and hit point stones, right? I can go buy some more and then come back. But let's see any kind of improvement. What is going on, SuperGiz? Alright, let's burn the rest of these. Burn the rest of these. We'll go get some more stones. Come on, you want to roll a 5. That's just bananas. I've never seen the likes of that before. So yeah, we're all out of hit points. I could probably roll better hit points on an SR. I just want to see that it's possible. Yes, that's how bad it is. There, that's a good roll. That's a good roll. That's actually surgible to max. There, that's a good roll. We getting better? I mean, that's an improved roll. John Lim, anyone here? Everyone's here. Yes. It's so great. There, more than a 1-digit improvement. I'm definitely getting trolled on my rolls. The game figured my summoning luck should have been good enough for me. Let's plant a base layer on his demon stones. Although switching class twice is kind of sketchy because I might need that 60,000 gold for my 1 extra SSR enchant. Maybe Demon is going to be nicer to me. Am I going to test him afterwards? What am I going to test? I don't think he's really going to do too much of anything, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, Leumas is just not used to the plight of the everyman. He's so spoiled by Leumas rolls that seeing this is like kind of a wake-up call. Well, Demon is definitely getting better base layer rolls. Well, Leumas, you see, I'm going to be attempting to use his Demon side for funsies. This character's dumb anyway, so keeping the channel meme alive, throwing some rolls at him. Who's even going to kill him as a demon? Who are the holies that are going to be attacking him and getting reflected anyway? He does have a lot more of pretty much every stat, except for maybe attack. So, second defensive roll on an accessory, second max. The accessories enjoying SuperGiz for sure. Alright, let's get more int here. Let's get more hit points. What else can we do? We can get more int. No, we can't. Alright, so I think that just leaves defense. It's worth it. It's worth it for 2 extra defense. Come on. Let's see it. Yes, there it is. 2 extra defense. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Let's see if we can finally get a 5 out of these. We're getting way more 4s than on the holy side. The holy side was just a streak of like 100 3s in a row. Alright. Not happening. Everything else defense is maxed. Might as well throw this last SSR at it. There we go. That's what we want to see. Yeah, I don't know if I want to waste precious arena stones on this side, though. I'll come back to that. I'll consider that and come back to it. So we're just hunting for god rolls now, like Leumas said. Hey, that 2 defense is going to come in handy at some point. Oh, he's not good, my friends. He's not good. He's not good. So this one has 3 less attack, so it has more room for improvement. Let's go back to the robe. Just because the drop near is boring me. See, if that was 4 int and 13% hit points, then we'd be talking. Hunting for god rolls. You dirty dog. So who else in the chat had a playoff game today? I want to know how you all did. I know Leumas won his match. So when you get on a streak like this, do you think it's just not happening, might as well give up on this gear? Or is it like, the perfect roll is right around the corner, might as well keep going? Tyrus, congratulations. Awesome. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Ara. Another game ahead of you. You roll another unit and come back. I don't have any other units that I want to roll on. I have other units that I technically should roll on. But my bottleneck resource, to be honest, is going to be my gold, so... Okay, this is close. I think this ends up being more than 11% hit points. Actually, maybe not. No, it wouldn't. Well, maybe it would, yeah, because 10% is 400. 10% is 400, so 1% is 40, so this is like another 3%, so that's 3 and 12. That's 1% better than this, and the attack doesn't matter, so let's keep that. Let's keep that, and then we will go to the hat. Back to the hat. It's gonna feel great when I spend all this money and all these enchants, trying to get a great roll on this ridiculous Thorns Tenyos, and then they announce his unique helm like next week. That's gonna feel great. I can't imagine it not being a helm. So we're trying to beat 3 and 11. There's a roll for Qtaru. That's a nice one. Are there any physical Thorns Tenyos wanters? I don't think so. I can't think of who it would be. Oh well. That's what you get for rolling thorns. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. We only lose 1 int, and we get 4 to 5 hit points in exchange. So that's a keeper right there. That's a keeper. I'm going to switch him back to Holy so that I can get a better look at what this is actually doing for his stats. It'll also let me be lazy and put his Queen's Scepter back on. Alright, let's get your Scepter back on for pure laziness. So we're over 4,000 green HP at 5-star right now. That's not too bad. The int, it's really hard to judge because it's so awful anyway. I think at 6-star he has 490 base int. Yeah, we're done with the SR Scrolls Firebrand. That was, we weren't going to be making enough progress to make that worth it. So we've got 2 and 14 plus some flat on the headdress. We've got 3 and 9 plus some flat on the robe. This basically amounts to like 14 plus 5. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. And this is going to be a tough one to improve too. So to be honest, I don't know. I'm going to keep trying to improve them. I want to improve these. So let's go get some holy stones. Is this stones? Five hit points, 2 ints, and that's it. 5 hit points and 2 ints. That's why I hate those random pack things. One reason I hate them. Actually, the arena stones are really bad for that. Because you'll get, like, 10 random arena stones, and maybe only one of them is for hit points or something, and then you roll it, and it ends up being a ridiculously low roll. Okay, so we're going to go here for hit points. Okay, that's good. Close to max. So let's go to the weapon. I mean, it's an improvement. Might as well take it. Did I get any more of these? Yeah, I did. I got a pile of them. Let's go. Let's see a 5. Yay, we did it! Cheapness prevails! Okay, where can we build some int? We need 3 there, we need 4 there, 2 there, and 4 there. So let's go see if we can get 4 here. Nope, we got 1. Let's see if we can get... Or did I even get any defense? No, I didn't. I have 1 hit point roll left. For 16, 14, 9. Alright, here it is. No improvement. Alright. Back to gear then, I guess. Let's take a look at these bases. Yeah, his base int right now is 462, but at 6-star I believe it'll be 490. So every 5 flat is basically 1%. So that's... I'll just consider every 1% 5 flat. Basically equal. Alright. I feel like I can improve that. I feel like I'll actually have an easier time improving the robe. Is he the strongest Transcender in the server? I doubt it. I'm sure there are actual whales out there. Like, I summoned a bunch, but I'm not a whale. So I'm sure there are people out there who summoned... Like, who have 6-star SuperGiz now. Let me put on some... Our sorceresses? No, crystals. There we go. Let's just put on some more power boosting. Oh yeah, I guess he is number 1. I mean, to be fair, I'm building him with a green enchant, so that's kind of cheating for power. That would be a good helm on him. Oh, he has him in Demon class, too. Yeah, I never thought of that. I guess Demon would be more power. All these demons trying to compete with my super green-rolled Holy Giz. Alright, let's roll this robe. I think we can improve this robe. The question is, am I really going to use all 27 million gold enchanting this guy tonight? What do I need that 27 million for anyway? It was being banked specifically for this purpose, so I can't feel too bad about it. Okay, so we considered this to be like 3%, so we need more than 3 and 12. 3 and 12, that's doable. I'm sure there are people in the chat who have like 5 and 15 rolls on armor or helms. Certainly, I know Qtaru does. Frozen Max, out of those, I would say Breeze for sure. Wait, Kong, don't you need to roll the other piece? What other piece am I rolling, Leumas? Uh-oh, what did I miss? Helm's hanging in there at 215. That was the Helm that got that roll. I think that one's harder to improve than the robe. They're both going to be tough to improve. Yeah, B-Guy, I sometimes try not to think about Qtaru rolls, or Leumas rolls for that matter. Especially when it comes to Bulk God Master Bader characters. Drop near... I think the drop near is still bad. Yeah, the drop near's 7 and 6. That's a hard one to improve just because accessories. Accessories are cursed. But I'm going to throw a few at it anyway. Because we're all just here for fun. Rolling a bunch of enchants on cursed accessories. Rolling a bunch of attack on this thing. Yeah, there are definitely going to be some rolls that we see on this accessory that would look good on other characters. Alright, back to the scroll shop. And actually, while I'm at the shop, I need Saint Int. Saint hit points. Alright, alright. Scroll shop. Let's do another 50. And... let's grab some Saint Ints. Oh, that was hit points. That's Ints. My stash. I like how SuperGiz is slowly climbing up the rankings in my box as I do this. Alright, alright. We can get 4 int there, 3 int there, 3 there, so we might as well try to get 4 here. Better than nothing. Any max roll. Wow. Guess not. So 16, 14. The hit point situation's not too bad, because I can always just surge those, so I probably don't really need to be too worried about these. Yeah, I can probably just surge those. But if I hit a max roll, then I can surge the int, so... why not? Stingy. So stingy. Alright, back to gear. Back to gear. Drop near or staff. Or robe. This is like the true endgame mode in the sense that nothing tests your mental fortitude and resistance to depression like rolling enchants. Yeah, I definitely need to learn any trick of the trade when it comes to enchanting. So we're essentially looking for 14 plus 5. 14 int, 5 hit points. Should be possible to roll a 15% natural int here. I've definitely done it enough times with SR scrolls on attack weapons. I can't even think of the number of times I rolled 15% natural int on Bernhardt's weapons with SR scrolls. I used a lot of scrolls on him. Not nearly this many scrolls. I'm gonna be so poor. Gonna be so poor. We're almost down to 10 million. Almost down to 10 million gold. Wow, these are really bad rolls. Really bad rolls. Like, I'm not even getting max shit stats. You know it's bad when you're not even getting max stats that you don't want. Just not getting anything. Okay, there's a 10% hit points with absolutely no int. Whew. Someone, tell me a story in the chat of the best enchant you've got. I need something to encourage me through this. I know some of you have dirty, dirty illegal chants. I'm going to be moving off this weapon soon because this is super demoralizing. Back to the drop near, I think. Are we going back to the drop near? Leumas, this is the enchanting that made Keebs quit the game. Rolling big int enchants on alphas, Ragnarok. Yeah, what do we got here? This is 16% int with no hit points. %16 int. Icarus, it's all in support of the meme. The SuperGiz deserves the most attention and love that I can give any character in this game. I don't know if I want to sacrifice 5% hit points for 2% int. Leumas would take it. And I guess, yeah, so Leumas's philosophy is make up the hit points on the actual armor. The armor rolls. Probably what I do is when I do decide to re-roll this, I'll roll on a different Queen's Scepter. So we have essentially 16% int on this weapon for him now. Oh, it's tanking his power levels. We're not over 4,000 hit points anymore. Gonna need to improve this. And this. Yeah, 4,400 int. Especially for a green enchanted SuperGiz. Yeah, I definitely don't foresee myself getting any, like, clear improvements on these gear pieces now. Maybe some sketchy close trade-offs. Damn. That's an additional 5% hit points there, with no int whatsoever. This is actually the second roll like this that we've had on the accessory, because we had another one. My Leaden is benched. I stole this drop near from him. If I keep this for Leaden and roll on a different drop near, we're giving up this. We're giving up this Scampa. To be honest, I don't think I want to give up this left roll for a character that I'm realistically not going to be using. Like, I'm not bringing Leaden back. If I do bring him back, it's not going to be for a meme-reflective build, so... As hurtful as it is to say goodbye to more than 10% hit points, we're saying goodbye. Alright, what's this? What's this? Same int, and 1, 2, 3% more hit points. Here we go. This is the one right here. Beauty. We actually got one. We actually got one there. Back up you go, power numbers. Alright, we're back over 4,000. This will definitely be over 400 once I get to 6 stars. But I still have gold. I still have gold. So I think I'm going to throw some more at the robe. And then I'm probably going to settle for this stuff. Throw some more at the robe, and then I'll settle. I might try to get some, like, vanity rolls on another Queen's Scepter later, but trying to re-roll 16% int just to get, like, some side hit points is super greedy. Super greedy. So we'll see if we can improve this robe, and then we'll probably be broke, to be honest. So we need to beat 3 and 12. We need to beat 3 and 12 on this robe. Come on, mouse. That's 4 and nothing. I want to see some of those big 13 to 15% rolls. Hey! Hey! This is good. We only drop 1% int. We get 2% more hit points, plus our side stat is semi-usable. This is a good roll. This is a good roll right here. This is a keeper. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Yep, that's one right there. 2 and 15 plus 8 defense. We got another essentially 2 and 15 here. His int is so shitty. Oh my god, his int is so bad. Int, hit points across the board, and we're trying to make it up with 16% in here with no hit points. That's looking nice to me. That's looking nice. Just in the interests of using the rest of my scrolls and money, let's find another Queen's Scepter. Just to see if we can beat 16% int. Let's just see if we can. We're being greedy. We're actually getting some decent rolls, so the greed makes sense. 16% int with no hit points is our new goal. Well, 15% int. I'm not gonna expect max int and a bunch of flat int and hit points. This is like overtime enchanting here now. This is super greed levels of enchanting. probably use these last 78 scrolls. And then I'll see if I can top up his... Okay, this is getting interesting. We're losing 3% int for 4% hit points. It's too bad. If this was flat int... Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine that? I mean, no sense not keeping it. It's on a fresh Queen Scepter. 4 hit points for 3 int. It's a bit of a trade-off. I'll grab another one. I have a bunch of these. Just gonna have a whole bunch of decent Thorns rolls on all these Queen Scepters. Alright, let's see it. The other roll was, what was it, 12 or 13% int and 4% hit points? So we've got kind of a couple thresholds that we're looking to beat now. There's one of those attack rolls. The numbers are going up. There's another Qtaru roll. Ugh, come on. Imagine if that was 38% hit points. Imagine if all these rolls were maxed. Alright, last 40. Last 40. Hey, Moondoggy, how'd your playoff games go? I haven't really been keeping up with main chord since the playoff games ended. I've used, I think about, what has it been, like 600 or 700 scrolls so far? I've used 20 million gold. I have a couple decent rolls. We'll go back and look once I get out of this Queen Scepter. Well, is your next opponent going to be more challenging, or differently challenging, or more comfortable? Alright, we're getting on our last legs here now. Last legs. Story time with Uncle Leumas. Alright, that's it. That's it for my Thorns enchants. Alright, so we've got our choice of... Where's that thing? Alright, Moon, we've got our choice of 13% int with 4% hit points, Queen Scepter. Or probably my preferred option, 16% int, Queen Scepter. We got a potentially illegal roll, 2% int, 15% hit points, 8% defense on the Tenyo's robe. Another decent one, 2% int, 14%, basically 15.5% hit points on the hat. So, unfortunately, dropped 6% int on the armor gear. Dropnir, we got a 7% and a 7% hit points with another 2% basically here. Moon wants the other Queen Scepter. So it's hard to tell because he's not 6-star yet. It's hard to tell what these will actually end up looking like. But we're over 4,000 green hit points, which is pretty good for 5-star, I think. And we'll be around 400 green int. And our class enchants are not what I would consider pretty. I'll probably make more of these. Probably make more stones. Just short of 400 Leumas? Oh, I don't like the sounds of that. I don't like the sounds of that. I might need to roll some more later. How do I make more stones? Let's do another... Let's do another, 2 ints and defense. Let's do 2 ints. And we'll make a defense one. So we need these ints maxed for sure. We're missing 3, 6. We're missing 9 int. Check out my how I'm building my Transcender video for that. I kind of talk about the different enchant options that I was mulling over, and actually I'm sure the VOD for this stream will have it a couple times at the start. There we go, there's a max int. Beauty. Am I going to do it? Of course I'm going to do it. Of course I'm going to surge. Well, it's better than nothing. It's enough that I'm going to surge this too. Alright. There we go. So what did I actually need the defense for? This, for sure. So I have 1 int left. I'm going to pop it here since everything else is already maxed. Everything meaningful. Alright. Those are looking decent. Let's see what we can do up here. We can improve his defense. Is that super important? The hit points are important. Yeah, I don't think I really need to touch the rest of these, to be perfectly honest. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Eventually these will all be maxed. But not tonight, I don't think. Yeah, I can chuck a couple of Reno stones out. Why not? Oh, that's why not, because it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Alright, I think this is probably where we're going to leave old SuperGiz, for now at least. I'd love to be able to get 15 int and any amount of hit points whatsoever, but we unfortunately just got kind of the two ends of the spectrum with lots of int here and no hit points. And then the other one that has 3% less int. and a little bit of hit points. I went past it for sure. Anyway, I think Lord Leumas, Kong, review my match. You know what I'll do? I will watch your match. I don't think my reviewing talents are going to be super well. Let's just take another look at the dude. Alright, these guys aren't 6-star either. Yeah, I mean, I would hope not. Ooh, we got an Echo, though. It's not 6-star, but he's echoed, and he's on magic. This one's the same star level as me. His enchant is very similar to mine, and he has over 1,000 less hit points, but he's not on thorns. Oh yeah. No, I think I'm comfortably in the lead in terms of SuperGizes. What group were you in, Leumas? Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look at old Leumas's match. Oh, Absol did show up and win his match. Good for him. Oh, Leumas versus Vanorion, that's why. That's why this is a hype match. Retired dead streamer versus active live streamer. Leumas round 1 is pain, eh? Let's see. Let's see about that. Now we get to see Leumas's box. Are you scouting and changing this up for your next opponent? I guess you kind of have to say you are. We got Zerida in here. Hilda Jugler tanking. Najin, Apex Arena Playoffs is single elimination, but it's best of 3, so Leumas and Vanorion would play until one of the players has 2 wins. That's what these little dots are. You get a little check mark in there when you win a match. But then whoever wins the best of 3 advances, and whoever loses the best of 3 is out. There's no, like, lower bracket or anything like that. Alright, oh, I didn't look at Vanorion's box. He's got a Landius in there. Reen, King of the Red Moon, interesting. Okay. Both Lucretia's getting banned out. Leumas, first pick, Sage of the Trees. Loses the Kyura that Sage can buff. Vanorion first picking a tank. And losing 2 healers. So Licorice is going to do the healing duties. Got a Sage buffed Kruger coming up. I really want to see this Bulk God Kruger in action. Okay, and we have a Florentia with a faction buff. So Leumas with the 2 healers, tank, and a couple myths. I just want to take a look at these units first. Kruger on a pillar. 13,000 hit points. Everything else nice and standard. Werewolves on burn. Alright, let's just play it out. Yeah, Najin, it's essentially set at 4 o'clock p.m. server time every Saturday and Sunday. So today, for example, every single player in every bracket had to log in at 4 o'clock p.m. and log into their match. And you have 5 minutes to get logged into your match, and if you don't show up, then you forfeit. Bernhardt catching a breeze. Kind of an awkward time and character for it, since I don't think Burn is essentially going to be yeeting in with this tank push team. No. Oh, I guess he is going in for the sword dance. I was going to say that Kruger breeze will be a little bit more impactful. Wow, TJ's going absolutely ham. Going in deep after the Florentia. Kruger happy enough just to blow up right there. Okay, and so Burn rushing ahead did cost him his life. Yeah, I don't know if the T-Just trade for one of Leumas's healers was really a great trade for Vanorion. T-Just is one of his strong DPS units. He could have stuck together with his team. I mean, that's kind of the reason why you pick a Hilda and a healer to begin with. If he had kind of stuck together. I think maybe what happened is he got just extra excited by that Bernhardt breeze and felt like he needed to capitalize on it. But if you stick with your team and just kind of use T-Jess and Bernhardt to try to chip away at Hilda, I guess. Then at least he wouldn't have lost his Bernhardt and T-Jess right away. So both players essentially with a strong tank, a Sage of the Trees, and a healer in the middle. Advantage, obviously, Leumas also has a giant exploding DPS unit. So even if this was going to become a straight battle for the middle, Leumas can easily outdamage Vanorion at this point. turning into a grind. Yeah, I suppose Licorice does double as a giant exploding DPS as well, so... Leanna takes one for the team to get them healed back up. Oh no! Alright, so Kruger's in safe. Hilda hanging on with like 1,000 hit points each time. Yeah, I have to admit, after the opening, I didn't think the game was going to go this deep, Leumas. Alright, finally chips that Hilda down. Kruger goes down. Sage heals back up. Last turn, Leumas comfortably ahead in damage. Well, relatively comfortable. Relatively comfortable. Wow, that ended up being a close one, Leumas. Yeah, that goes to show the power of RNG mitigating for or compensating for strategy in that one. So Leumas getting first pick Qtaru out this time. Alright, Kyra with Sage buff, Kruger with Sage buff. Leumas not running a tank. I don't think he's going to be running Burn as a tank against this comp. Kyra with Faith and Sage buff. Leanna and her Angel as the only healers against a Kruger and Reen tandem. And Licorice. Okay. Strong debuff comp there. Alright, Leumas says we're looking for a Tenyo buff Dispel, SMH. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Bulk God Kruger. That was it, Firebrand? What did we lose? No attack! Wow, and what did that leave him at? $4,000 hit points. %, int. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, Najin, World Arena and Apex Arena are pretty different beasts. Yeah, especially for a new player, World Arena will seem pretty toxic. Alright, there goes Burn. Leumas knew he would yeet again, and yeet he did, my friends. Yeet he did. Now that Kruger was definitely bait. Wow. That was a tickle. Thanks, Neo. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, this week of Giz content, I'm not sure I would really class it as good content, but it's on the funny side. I'm certainly enjoying going a little overboard with him. Najin, I don't know if I would say that World Arena is easier than Apex Arena. One sense in which it's easier, you don't need a full box of 15 units. And you can also win trade in casual mode and still get your weekly crystals. So if you have like a guildmate or a friend that you can agree to go through the casual queue and keep queuing up against each other and retreating, you can get your weekly crystals that way. Alright, let's see if Vanorion's Licorice can single-handedly keep his whole team in the game until turn 12 again. Yeah, Moon, I have off and on been really tempted to build and put Licorice in the box just because, like, her, I don't know. Her kit seems like it would be so useful for my box, but then... I don't know. Will has a really good Licorice. I think he uses her well, and it's a high bar. Alright, Leumas put the pressure on with the AoEs at the end, and that's it. 2-0. Nice games, Leumas. Yeah, Licorice is definitely not as easy as a, like, one-size-fits-all Band-Aid healer that you can chuck in. Will has the exact kind of box that supports Licorice really well and that Licorice does well with. I actually feel like my brother Tristan His box would be a decent box for Licorice, or his playstyle, rather, would be a decent playstyle for Licorice, but I don't think he likes her. He had some crazy games. Qtaru had some crazy games. I know in Qtaru's games, his opponent got to deploy Pierre twice. I think he was in Group K. Why don't we just quickly take a... We'll skip the pick ban. Alright, Moondoggy, I'll throw yours on after this. We'll skip this and just, we'll see some sweet, sweet Pierre action, and then we'll hop over to Moondoggy's games. So, Pierre, we've got a Chain Hook, Move Again, Guard Ignore, Ranged Guard Ignore, probably with Ragnarok. Yeah, and he heals himself 40% if he ends his turn in water. Nage and Tristan did advance. I didn't. I admittedly wasn't super expecting to advance. I wanted to, obviously, but my 3 games were actually all surprisingly close. Like, I put up a good effort and came pretty close to winning, but close to winning isn't enough to advance. So Qtaru going ahead and burning Clotair's 3C to smack 1 unit. Yeah, I won one of my games. I probably should have won game 3 as well, but I made a really horrendous misplay that cost me the game very close to the end. So that's disappointing, but I chalk it up to just... Oh, and Cherie survives that because of her hat, because it was fixed damage that finished her off. Estelle's not guarding yet, so Ultimuller's going to eat these alive. He should easily kill this Epsilon as well. And Clotair. Oh, Helena just explodes from the Clotair fixed damage. Hilarious. Okay, so this is going to be a Cherie and Pierre versus Clotair Estelle battle. Pierre's definitely going to chain hook Estelle, but then Clotair can just move back into guard range. Cherie trying to get healed up and get some of these debuffs off. Clotair with the Night Bloom. Also, a very Qtaru style tech. Holy! Cherie just exploded. Full on exploded. I don't see Pierre clutching the rest of this match. Qtaru's ahead in damage. And I don't think Pierre's going to be able to do enough damage to get through Estelle. She's actually very physically bulky. He doesn't have type advantage. Yeah, this is just going to be a battle of 2 sledgehammers wailing on each other now. Yeah, look at her defense. Okay, he can sustain himself. She can too with this. And there's only 2 turns left. So Qtaru should have this one. And she's just gonna hang out, soaking up the damage. And that's game one. Yeah, that's the thing about big fat bulky units, is they only need to survive for 12 turns. Is this another PR match? We got Qtaru versus Qtaru. And we've got, I know because I faced him in ladder, this Zerida has Scepter of Divinity. It's pretty much one of the main reasons to put your Zerida on demons. So this will be a 3-range Zerida. So cool. Beating Qtaru at his own Qtaru game. Okay, Qtaru's down. Bozil aggressively positioning. Elwyn aggressively positioning. So there's that 3-range Zerida. She's able to take out Bozil. Celestial going in for 1 life off Elwyn. I'm not sure what that trade was all about. Elwyn can just get his health back. Oh, he's going to go for Qtaru. That's a good move. Celestial's already committed. I guess it wasn't super good because then Lucretia was able to finish him off. Alright, sudden strike on Leonhardt, so here comes the AoEs. Balance Blade. Now he should use his act again to get his 3C clone out. I believe the clone has his own AoE, but he's just going to go for a single target suicide attack on that Celestial. Oh, and the Golem finishes Leonhardt off. So it's going to have to be a Zerida hard carry here. Yeah, Zerida able to just safely pick off the Golem and then move back to safety. So Lucretia is far away with only 2 range now. And cool, the old traditional hit-and-run Zerida tactics. Ash, that's a touchy subject. I have Ainz and Albedo both at 6 stars, but if you want to know what happened to my Shaltier, go back and watch my Albedo summoning video. Basically, I did 460 summons on that banner, and all I got was Albedos. Alright. This one is a little bit different from the last one, because even though Estelle does have a ton of defense, yeah, Zerida's going to be able to chip her down with those Hellfires, the Hellfire Archers. Okay, so that one goes to Cool, so it's 1-1. So, last game. We've got Mew in action. Mew, Bozil. Ares, a couple good teleport targets there. Cool, looks like he's playing a little bit more of a traditional tank push game here. He does have Pierre again, but he also has Hilda and a healer. So Qtaru aggressively getting into position. This is the style that he played throughout ladder as well. He just catapulted his units forward. Bozil getting the act again, so you know what's coming here. Ares going to group these enemies up. He goes far enough that he's able to suck Illustrial in as well. That's going to be a suicide. Yeah, Ultimuller kills himself on Ares. Bozil 3Cs everyone. This is already looking very unwinnable for Cool at this point. Bozil with the follow-up. And we just have extremely crippled Liana and Hilda left. Liana heal blocked. Oh, and she dies to fix damage. So game 3 actually much quicker. Qtaru got to execute his strategy perfectly, and Cool had no chance in that one. Yeah, teleporting Bozil forward and then getting that 3C off back-to-back. Alright, let's check out Moondoggy's games. Moon, what group were you in again, so I don't have to scroll back? Did you say L? No, you didn't say L. P. Close to L. Alright, Moondoggy versus Starkey. Let's check out the pick ban in this one. So Moon, what box did you end up using? I know you played with a few throughout ladder. You got Sissy White in here. You're going Hilda, Christiane, Jugler, Freya. 4 tanks. And you've got Toa, you've got Mariel. So 4 tanks, 4 healers if you count Sissy as a healer. I do. With off healing from Mariel. Nice. Okay, let's see how this goes. This is very interesting. Himiko in action. I haven't seen Himiko in a bit. I really want to see this game now because I want to see how a good Lucretia stacks up against... I'm not sure of Starkey or Starkey's units, but I want to see your good Lucretia against that Christiane. Are we going to get to see Sissy? Yes, we are. We're going to get to see Sissy. So Hilda, Jugler. Jugler, a nice flexible tank here. Liana, traditional healing, and then Sissy, whatever she does, and then Lucretia carrying. Versus a solid magic defense tank. Solid healer, and then some nuisances. Helena does have the Highlands. Inspire, so OP. Alright, here we go. Moon trying to pile damage on early here. Not quite enough to cut that. Oh, wow. The old single target Himiko. Alright, so that was Christiane. She didn't have her revive. Moon using the summon to pop Himiko's talent teleport. She clocks it. T just taking another run at Jugler. That one kills this time because his last rights was off. So Moon, not much to work with for DPS here now. Even though Christiane's gone. Oh, ouch. Sissy White killing herself on the Himiko. That's I mean, the clock notwithstanding, the Himiko put in some serious work here. 2 single target kills. 1 life of Lucretia and then that life of Sissy White there. So Moon goes down hard in game 1. What lesson did you take from that one, Moon? Oh, obviously a few with all these sidebox swaps. Optimum time to build Himiko. One thing I do love about streaming other people's Apex matches, like good players' Apex matches, so many people get inspired to build so many different units. Shaltier, I would say, is a PvE only character, yeah. She's OP in a couple Ancient Beckoning battles. Leumas. What the lesson Moon took from that was that his original box was terrible. So, what did you actually sub out? You took out 2 tanks. You took out Sissy. And Toa. Yeah, this is looking much more like a more traditional meta box from this year. Getting the first pick Qtaru. Starkey going with Christiane again. Moon taking out the Himiko this time. Getting his own Christiane into action. Okay, so we've got Christiane tanking with a couple long leg threats and Qtaru for guard ignore. Qtaru v Qtaru. Or Bozel. Or T-Jess. And Starkey secures Rosenseal as a healer. Yeah, Optimum Pride, you say that. I've been actually... I feel like I'm kind of walking on a tightrope between having a lot of funny Transcender content and also trying to warn people appropriately. Okay, so the Qtaru versus Qtaru battle, that's how it goes. Moon gets the jump on her. Now, is Starkey going to be able to make this a trade? Yes. All right. Moon also, after that first game, wanted to flex his EOL Christian on Starkey, the Christian user. The old-fashioned chivalry hit and run with Elena. Setting up a little base layer of tiles. Moondoggy saying this game is an example of how not to use Werner. Well, let's see. Yeah, you can't just thrust your wiener out in front of you like that. Alright, Moondoggy's still retracting Werner. Helena with that OP self-healing. Now, how's Moon gonna get through this full health tank? T-Jess bringing her pocket tank up with her. Uh-oh. Well, there goes that weapon. Moon not able to take out T-Jess before the tank gets back up there. Oh, Moon waits for Rosenseal's crystals to wear off. And then is able to take out the healer. Very nice play. Bozel just still going absolutely ballistic with that 3C. A literal Christian v Christian battle in the middle. Blood shield. Blood shield again. Starkey pulling Christian out. Alright, so she did have her revive up by this point. Lots of blood shield procs. What's the percent on that anyway? Alright. Moon able to take out the tank and Tejas in one action there. Nice grind at the end. Alright, so we are gonna see a Yulia brought into play. Moondoggy bringing out the Vincent. Moondoggy deciding not to play against Christiane that time. So Starkey just going full-on tankless against Moondoggy's Hilda, Leanna, Lucretia, Helena, and we do get a Vincent out. We do get a Yulia out. Nice. That monstrous Himiko is back in action. Alright, so here we go. Game 3. Starkey versus Moondoggy. I'm not going to spoil the results. I suppose I could change the title of my stream. Now that we're watching playoff matches. Well, at least he didn't clock it that time. Cherie not letting Vincent blow up on his own terms. Coming to him. Then running all the way to the back and taking one life off Lucretia. Wow. Ash, yes, the Night Bloom is a good new rare staff. Very nice staff for healers. I only have one, and I would really like to have a second one. Alright, so Vincent does get the chance to do his thing. Oh wow, Himiko survives with 0% HP there. Five hit points. It's a good thing Helena has follow-up. Alright, let's see what Yulia can do here. Lots of incidental healing. Hilda gets to do what she wanted. So Helena popped Himiko's talent teleport, specifically so Hilda could do that. The stun just gets dispelled. Oh, Moon really wants that Himiko off the map, but Lucretia just not able to fully kill it. So Hildo's down. Starkey's got a healthy team. Finally, Himiko's down. And the Golem is able to shift her. Doing some body blocking with the Golem here. Yeah, sorry Optimum, I wasn't able to stream any matches live because I was playing one. But I should actually be able to stream live tomorrow because I'm not playing. Wow, Moondoggy, I know what you mean when you said these matches were sweaty. Oh, Lucretia finally able to take that Yulia all the way. Okay, wow. And Starkey just suicides her there. So the damage is relatively even here. Unfortunately, it looks like Sage is not going to be able to put a dent in that Helena. Plus Moondoggy still has Lucretia as well. No Golem, but still powerful single target spells. And Helena's just OP. Sage still has his revive though, too. So there's the revive. Is the fixed damage going to be enough to do it? No, but Lucretia follow-up is. Good games, Moondoggy. Wow, you must have been stressing out on that last one. To have such a sweaty game 3. Alright, I think I am going to call it a night for the stream. We got, what did we do? We did about an hour of enchanting on SuperGiz, and then about an hour of watching several different replays. So, pretty good stream. I'm going to just bring up SuperGiz again so we can look at the fruits of our labor. 16% int. 2% int with 15% hit points and some defense. 2% int with 16% hit points. And 7% int with 9% hit points. Overall, pretty solid result, and my SuperGiz is 29 shards away from 6 stars, so what's that? I don't math live on stream. But anyway, he'll be 6 stars soon, so I'll post a little update with what his final stats are looking like after he gets to 6 star. Will I add an emote to your Twitch channel? I definitely should do that, Optimum, the next time I have time to sit down and actually look at designing stuff. So I will do probably some of the emotes that I have over on the YouTube channel, and now that we mention it, I should have a SuperGiz emote for the YouTube channel as well. Ash, you do you, my friend. Banner's not the best one to roll on, so I don't recommend investing too heavily or going too deep on it, but, you know, if you want to take a YOLO summon, if you're feeling inspired. What should you summon again first? So yeah, thanks everyone for coming out to the stream. Thank you for keeping your fingers crossed for good luck on my enchants. I think it cost me... yeah, it cost me like 21, 22 million gold and maybe 500 or 600 thorn scrolls, but I think we ended up with pretty acceptable results. I think if anyone deserves the top Giz on the server, it's this guy right here. So thanks for coming out. Thanks again, everyone. Like I said, I may be streaming live playoff matches tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure because Tristan will be coming over and he has his match in the top 128. So, not that I'm going to be helping him a ton, but he likes to come over here because the studio is a little bit quieter and there's less distractions. He doesn't have to worry about having to focus on all the stuff that's going on at his home. So hopefully we'll get to see Tristan through. Although he's playing My Arrow Is Back, who is, you know, he was top 16, he was the seeded player in that group, so it's quite a hill for little old Tristan to overcome. But we'll see what we can do tomorrow. So if I'm streaming, tune in, and we'll see if we can help Tristan get through to the next round. But thanks for coming out, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Happy languishing.